Dear learners, hope you are well. Today I will talk about Bangladesh and Global Studies of Class 8, Lesson 4 and 5 of Chapter 1, The Colonial Rule and Exploitation. Here, exploitation means torture, misbehavior, anarchy, etc. The English rule in this country is basically divided into two periods. One, the first, the East India Company rule 1765 to 1857, the British government rule 1858 to 1947. After the Battle of Boxer in 1765, Clive officially received the Dewani. Dewani means ownership of Bengal-Bihar-Urissa from the last Mughal emperor of Delhi, Shah Alam. You know, in India, East India Company rule commenced after the defeat of Nawab Siraj-ud-Dowla in 1757. After that, the Boxer battle took place in 1765 and Lord Clive received the Dewani, ownership of Bengal-Bihar-Urissa from Mughal Emperor of Delhi, Shah Alam. This vast area of India was under the rule of Mughal Emperor of Delhi, and Shah Alam was the emperor, the then emperor. So, Lord Clive took the Dewani, ownership of Bengal-Bihar-Urissa from the Mughal emperor. Understand? Here, ownership means the act, estate or right of possessing something. The task of collecting revenue went to the hands of the English after they had got the Dewani of this area. Revenue collection of this area, Bengal-Bihar-Urissa, went to the hands of the English. The English also had their control over administration. Clive continued dual administration in Bengal for some period. Dual administration means diarchy. Diarchy means government by two independent authorities. You know, due to diarchy, the revenue collection, military control and running the administration were in the hands of British. But Nawab was the only administrator by name. As a result, the Nawab got powerless responsibility and the company got power without duty. Company had the power to collect revenue, but they had no duty or responsibility to the people of Bengal. As a result, a famine broke out in Bengali year 1176. This is called Siat Manantar, a great famine. Millions of people died in this famine. This amount was 1/3 of the total population of the Bengal, of the then Bengal. You know, the prominent governors of East India Company at the initial stage were Lord Wellesley, Warren Hastings, Lord Cornwallis, Lord William Bentinck, Lord Hardinge and Lord Dalhousie. Though they worked to exploit the people of Bengal, even then the countrymen were benefited by some of their work: railway, steamer, postal and telecommunication. The major works of the English ruler are land and revenue management was given to the British Governor General according to Indian administration law passed by British Parliament in 1858. A class of zamindars was created by implementing permanent settlement in 1793, and those zamindars or landlords always remained loyal to the British. Under the Permanent Settlement Act in India, the British created some local zamindars and they were the landlords, and the major work of the British ruler was to transfer or shift the administrative offices, educational and commercial institutions to Kolkata from Murshidabad. But the English rulers also did some good and benevolent works in this society. English governors like Lord William Bentinck and Lord Hardinge took steps to expand education, stop early marriage, and to introduce widow marriage. They also introduced the practice of modern science. Besides, they cooperated with Bengalis like Raja Ram Mohan Rai and Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar in their attempts to eradicate some social superstitions, including Shatida. Shatida was a very bad superstition in this area, which means that widow will also be burnt with the dead body of her husband. Thus a new education civil society emerged in the country, but the greater Bengali community was oppressed by the British rule. In 1857, a mutiny spread among sepoys in different barracks of British-controlled region, but the English could control this mutiny as they had sophisticated weapons, skilled soldiers. Here, mutiny means an open rebellion against the proper authorities, especially by soldiers or sailors against their officers. After the mutiny of 1858, the rule of the East India Company came to an end. The British government took the direct control of India. One minister of the British cabinet was appointed as the Secretary of State for India. He would run the administration of India with the help and suggestion of a 15-member advisory board. There was a advisory board of 15 members to rule India by the Viceroy. The Viceroy was representative of the British King. Lord Canning was appointed as the first Viceroy of India. In this way, the British government established their total control over India in 1861. A great majority number of people during the British rule 1858 to 1947 were farmers. On the other hand, a small minority was the privileged zamindar class. You know, after the Permanent Settlement Act, the provision of zamindari was established in this Bengal. The number of people connected with cottage and small industries was very few. Agriculture, the backbone of economy, was almost ruined during the British rule. The same was the case with the weaving industry, which was once very famous. Weaving industry was very famous, but this weaving industry were also destroyed by the British rulers. The business community of Bengal was not organized. The condition of Bengal in industry was also not worth mentioning. The women folk lagged behind due to social norms and superstition. The women folk could not establish themselves. The middle class society also could not become powerful. At that time, Britain was the richest country of the world, while India was a British colony and a place of exploitation. You know, the British exploited India in different ways. Thank you.